Hello and welcome to the Year 7 Chingford Foundation School Virtual Open Day. My name is Jodie Straker.
And my name is Sam O'Connell, and we are the head boy and head girl for Chingford for this upcoming year.
I think one thing that really sticks out about Chingford is the range of activities and extracurricular things that we have on offer. They range from art class to drama to sporting and poetry. I definitely think that as someone who got stuck into the extracurricular activities that they had on offer in Year 7, I definitely found that a really good way to sort of know what I enjoyed, and really it helped me to get stuck into my subjects as well, as they do link to each other. And it is definitely a great way to make friends.
Now, for friendships is such an important thing for the Year 7s who come to school, and for the parents as well, because they're worrying about their child's welfare throughout that time. For a lot of people, whether you're coming from a school where it's just you who's joining the school in September, or you're coming with lots of friends in the local area who you know, making new friends is never going to be an issue. So for me personally, yeah, I had a lot of friends coming with me from primary school, but we were all in separate classes to one another, and that was a bit daunting at first. I thought, oh, I have to make new friends now. Am I going to be able to do that? And quite honestly, I was. And Chingford, the school itself caters quite well for that. There's lots of opportunities to meet new people, as mentioned with the activities. But unless in yourself, you don't feel off-putting. You don't feel scared to speak to new people. People are friendly, and that's across all the year groups. They're quite friendly and quite open. Teachers will then do their best to try and get you to, break the awkwardness of meeting new people and become friends. And those friendships, the ones you develop in Year 7, tend to last throughout the 5 years minimum that you're at the school. And it's really important that you ensure that the friends you choose at this age are the people who are going to help you grow and help you develop personally, but also ones that you can help themselves and develop with over time. But it's never been an issue to make friends at Chingford. The teachers really do accommodate to try and make you feel welcome when you start, because it is quite daunting and quite nervous, and you do feel a bit worried about whether or not you're going to fit in. But honestly, here it works really well.
I think one thing that you definitely don't need to worry about when choosing Chingford as your school, I think that the way that the subjects are taught and the quality of lessons that you will be receiving are incredible. I mean, the classes from my Year 7, even though you may feel like now they might not have meant much to the work we're doing now at A-level, but they definitely started and paved the way for the subjects I'm doing now, and they are all taught by incredible teachers that are all specialised in those subjects, and they really care about what they're teaching you. So the quality of the education you'll be receiving will not matter at all.
One of the most daunting, or one of the most pressing matters that I had when starting was the sense of pride that actually comes with being a Chingford student. And for me personally, I've grown up in the community, has always looked towards Chingford Foundation to be that school who they want to send their child to. Parents and relatives who have come to the school themselves, and that does it weighs quite heavily on the shoulders of the student. So when you begin to start at the school, for example, you're like, oh, okay, this is it. You've got your tie on, your new tie, the new school badge, and with it you feel a sense of pride, but also a sense of responsibility. And that now I'm at Chingford, I need to perform to do well, because within your local school community, you can do well to show yourself off to teachers, to make sure you do well in lesson, and to perform inside there. But when you leave school, when you're walking around school, the community looks to you, and they see that student walking by with his tie, with his badge, and the blazer, and the smart uniform, and they think, oh, he goes to Chingford Foundation. That's the school that we always say we're going to send our kids to, or that's the school we went to. So Chingford's role in the local community has been so vital over the years and so important, that it does weigh really heavily on the students that they will have to perform. And it's a lot of pressure. For me, it was a lot of pressure to do that as well. Even now, after being here for 7 years and going up to the position of head boy, it's still a lot of pressure. But it's pressure that I invite and I welcome, and I like to take on that challenge. And that's only through the school making me feel comfortable to take on these challenges and these new ones that I feel happy to do so.
Yeah, I couldn't say that better myself. Another thing that I think the school is really good at doing is supporting the students and making sure that even outside of school, that we are okay in the pastoral sense that all teachers have, as well as head of years and head of pastoral care. They all definitely have a sense of wanting to help us if we have any problems or any issues. We can always know there is someone that we can speak to, that we can talk to, and that will actually listen to us and care about what we have to say. If there are any family problems or issues outside of school, or things that may concern school but they don't happen inside the school gates, the school is definitely very accommodating to hearing our needs and working out what we need and how we can feel better about the situation that's happening.
Now, given the recent circumstances, it's only right that we also addressed what the school has done in regards to the coronavirus outbreak as well. And we returned to school back in September, and for a lot of people they were very nervous about returning. For us, not so much. And for the people who are nervous, they're all now back here in full-time learning as well. And that's due down to the school and the measures that they've put in place. So the different precautions they've taken. Obviously, they've made us aware, but they haven't made us scared of what we should be expecting with it. We know what we need to do, the precautions we need to take, the measures, the hand washing, sanitisers, face masks, all of that. We know what we need to do. But it's not scared us into coming into school, and it's not acting out of fear that we do come into school. It's made us comfortable enough to carry on with our learning at for all year groups, it's such a vital stage of our education as well.
Yeah. Well, thank you for listening. We really hope that you choose Chingford as your school and that you enjoy the rest of what this open day has to offer.
Thank you very much.
Bye.